The Memphis Grizzlies are back home after winning their first two on the road right after the All-Star break. The Grizz are aiming for 6 straight victories as they host tonight's opponent, the Orlando Magic. Now, the Magic have been struggling lately with only 1 victory in the last month, including 9 straight losses on the road, which is good news for the Grizzlies, who are looking for 4 straight wins here at the Grindhouse. Well, the Memphis Grizzlies are back home tonight after dropping 2 straight on the road and have now lost 5 consecutive away from the friendly confines of the Grindhouse. Now, on the other hand, they are going for 11 straight here tonight against their division rival, the Houston Rockets. It's a showdown of the Western Conference Elite here at FedEx Forum tonight as the Memphis Grizzlies host the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs come into this game with the best record in the Western Conference, virtually assuring themselves of home court advantage in the playoffs. With a win here tonight for the Grizzlies, they would put themselves in a better position to be in the 4th and final spot for home court advantage in this year's postseason. The Memphis Grizzlies are back home on the court of the Grindhouse just a night after a victory in Cleveland. Now, starting on Monday, they'll start a 4-game road trip in the Western Conference, and 3 of those 4 teams, the Clippers, the Nuggets, and the Jazz, all of them are in playoff contention. But first, they'll be looking for a little revenge tonight as they take on the New Orleans Hornets as they handed the Grizzlies a loss in January of this year.
I think up to this point we done a real good job of taking care of home court, and now I think we played pretty good basketball on the road as well, so we can go on the road trip with confidence.
Of course, great playoff teams must win on the road, and the Grizz sit at 17-11 away from FedEx Forum on the year. The Grizz play these all too important games on the road over the next few days and realize the only way to be successful is to use that worn-out cliche by taking them 1 game at a time.
All 4 of those teams are Portland, they're fighting for a playoff spot. Then 0-3, Denver, they're fighting to stay in. So it's going to be a tough trip, you know. So we just got to come out, take it 1 game at a time, and just try to get it.
We should focus on getting that first game, you know, to get the momentum going. And I think that's the focus that we're going to spread. We come in Monday and hopefully go out there and have a good road trip.
Each game seems like it's bigger than the next. Obviously, this road trip has a lot of big games, you know, built up right there. So we're just going to take them 1 game at a time. And the way we're playing, and I think we're just going to go out there and play as hard as we can, see where it takes us. It's always hard to win on the road, especially against good teams.
The Grizzlies currently sit at 41-19 on the season, just a game and a half ahead of Denver for the 4th seed in the West and the final coveted home court advantage playoff spot in the conference. Greg Williams, News Channel 3 Sports. It's been a physical and aggressive series between the Grizzlies and Clippers, where now it's a best-of-3 series after both teams took care of business on their home court. The Clips drew first blood in Game 1 with a 21-point thrashing of the Grizz, but as they've done all year long, the Grizzlies showed their resiliency in Game 2, taking LA down to the wire, only to fall victim to a heartbreaking buzzer beater from their all-star point guard Chris Paul to take a commanding 2-0 lead in the series.
They have the momentum right now, and we got to find a way to break it. Hopefully, by us being home, we can get off to a good start and break their rhythm. You know, I've always said, you know, series is a game of momentum, and we got to try to find a way to steal it from them.
We're down 0-2, but at the same time, they took care of business like they were supposed to at home, and hopefully we could come out and do the same here at the Grindhouse. And I'm just really anxious to see our big crowd out here and see how much energy our guys come out and play with. They fed off of their crowd the first couple games and took care of home court, and hopefully we got to do the same.
As the series shifts here to Memphis, the Grizzlies find themselves in a 2-0 deficit against the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, one virtue this team prides itself on and must bring tonight is energy, and that starts by controlling the glass. The Grizz are minus 26 in rebounds thus far in the series.
It's just, you know, coming out and playing our game. Each game, we've been there last game. Paul hit a great shot to win the game. So now we got to hold our home court like they did theirs.
We got to match their energy, and we got to be able to stop their flow, you know, kind of disrupt their flow, slow the ball down a little bit, and play at our pace if we want to win the game.
At FedEx Forum, Greg Williams, News Channel 3 Sports.